Hello everyone, today I'm going to present you Pontremoli, a little town located in the extreme north of Tuscany, just where Tuscany joins Liguria and Emilia-Romagna. The landscape is hilly. The little town sits on the confluence of two watercourses, the river Magra, which can be considered a real river, and a stream named Verde, which in Italian means green. It is rumored that the name Pontremoli comes from the Latin pons tremulus, which literally means trembling bridge, swaying bridge, maybe due to earthquakes or maybe because the original bridge was a sort of rope bridge, but this is uncertain. A bridge does exist, to be honest, but it is not swaying at all because it is made of stone. It is a medieval bridge and it is the most spectacular way to enter the town. This bridge is the so-called Ponte della Cresa. It dates back to the Middle Ages, to the 13th century. The historical centre is medieval as well, with very narrow streets and old buildings. Some of them open their doors to visitors during some periods of the year. The town is dominated by a stubby medieval fortress, made with bricks and stones. Its name is Castello del Piagnaro because the piagne were limestone slabs local people used in the past to build roofs. The castle's roof is partially covered with this material. The aim of the castle was mainly defense, and it was also built to protect the pilgrims because it is located along the so-called Via Francigena, the famous long route which joined Canterbury to Rome. The castle is now open to tourists and it shows its old structure. From the top one can have a wonderful view all over the valley and the settlement. Nowadays the castle is set as a museum where people can see the so-called anthropomorphic steles. They are 80 prehistoric stones sculpted in human shape. That's why they're called anthropomorphic steles and not only steles, because a stele is just like a Celtic menhir, whereas on these stones you can see the shape of the human body, or at least of human faces. They all belong to prehistory and date back between the 4th and the 1st millennium before Christ, so they are pre-Roman and pre-Etruscan, of course. Many things like this were found all over northern Italy, but here in the area of Pontremoli there was a very high concentration of these finds. The aim of these steles is still unknown. Maybe they were funerary slabs, or maybe they represented gods or ancestors, or they might also have been signs of something, for instance to indicate the presence of water or some resources, as most of them were found along the river banks, just aside of the streams I mentioned before. Men and women are different from each other, as women have breasts, men have weapons, for example knives or axes. Children have nothing, they are totally asexual. The steles can be divided into three main groups, A, B and C. Group A is the oldest, because in this case we have a whole stone and the human body is carved without distinguishing the head from the rest of the body. They are attached and only a row separates the head from the rest of the body. Group B is more recent and more detailed because we have the neck and so the head is clearly distinguished from the body. The head has a particular shape, it is semicircular. Group C includes the most recent steles. The human body is nearly totally sculpted and the face is more detailed with eyes, nose and mouth, sometimes ears. Also the face line is more detailed and the whole stone is partially carved on the back too. The museum is very well set because there is a fantastic contrast between the dark atmosphere of the castle and the color of the stones, which is more or less off-white. The lights create a fantastic effect too, so visiting this place is really worthwhile. And this is me waving and saying goodbye to you. And as usual, I hope you enjoyed this video and see you soon.